Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Colony Town Guide. This is our community group that we're broadcasting on. So basically, I'm here to lead you along a little bit. My name is Joe Watson, and I am the founder of the Colony Town Guide, which is a business directory. And in my business directory, I've got my Facebook page, and in the Facebook page I created a group. Well, this group is for just the colony. So guys, I want to welcome everybody. I hope you enjoy the group. Today I wanted to take and introduce everybody, and along with Howard here, he is the sponsored business, and he's got some neat looking stuff to go over and talk about. Donna is our moderator, and she is, guys, I can't thank her enough. She is helping me and you guys, okay, to allow me to be able to work on the directory. So when you see Donna, she is basically running the thing right now. Go to her if you have questions or anything, and maybe she can help you there. I'll get on there every once in a while, but I've got to work on the business directory. Howard also volunteered to help me he's one of the moderators, to help me kind of oversee everything and make sure everything's going good. So Howard,
yes, sir,
is with, what's the name of your company?
Big E's Pest and Wildlife Management.
Guess what? He was the sponsor this past week. He was the business of the week, and he's got his picture on top of the group page.
Sure do.
Yeah.
Promoting the coat drive. Hope everyone comes out on the 28th to help the city. We're going to be collecting coats, and they get distributed back out to the community, to families that are in need. Any money that we collect during that time is also distributed to families that are in need. Great. Really, really awesome. Love it.
Well, guys, this is what the community is all about. It's you've got an event. I'm all for supporting business. You're going to find that this community group, I welcome businesses. I want to see who's got the coldest beer, okay? Who's got the best coffee. You know, if somebody's got a good event you need to go to, a live band, I think this is what the community group is all about. I'm not really into the bobcat sightings. As you can see, I see a lot of things. I got the geese out here, the ducks. Turtles. They're pretty much everything out here. And we got bobcats and the coyotes, and we get the hawks out here even, and I see feathers everywhere. So, you know, that's not, you know, what I like to see is the businesses. Mm-hmm. Guys, unlike the other community groups or groups that are out there, I run a business directory and actually supporting the businesses. And so this is why I'm putting everything together. So meanwhile, we'll get back to that. But in the meanwhile, let's talk to Howard. Howard, what all you got on my table here?
I got a whole bunch of stuff on this table. So right here, we have some Altozoid. It is an insect growth regulator that helps prevent mosquitoes from hitting adulthood and causing a bunch of issues. Something good for around your house. Standing water is usually where we put that in. These are shoe covers. As soon as we come into your house, we're going to put these on to help protect your floors and your carpets. We don't want people having to worry about cleaning up after us. So we love to wear those when we're inside people's houses. Even if we go into a garage, we usually keep them on in a garage. So we love putting that on. This is called Demand CS. This is usually what we use for your sprays with the backpack. We have a 18-volt backpack down there. Nope, it is actually out. Thank you, Joe.
This is what you walk around with?
Yes, sir. We walk around with that. It's electric. It's battery operated, so we are able to be mobile, not have to worry about knocking over lawn ornaments by pulling a hose around someone's house. I have family members that have a lot of lawn decorations, and that was the first thing I thought of was, how do I not break that? So.
Which we got plenty of those. That
right. You got people that have flowers and stuff in their front yards, and we don't want to destroy someone's property. We're here to take care of someone's property, and that's why I've gone with a lot of mobile devices when I'm using my treatments. Just less of a chance of people breaking things and upsetting the customer. Our idea is not to upset the customer, make them happy. This is also a insect growth regulator. It's called Archer. This is liquid, and we add this to the Demand CS, and this will help regulate how insects are reproducing, keep them from reaching adulthood. Very, very good product, very expensive product. But that is one of our main tools in our arsenal of pest control. And then I know I was talking to you about this earlier, Joe, Termidor. This is termiticide. Big East Pest and Wildlife Management is not licensed to treat termites. However, we are able to mix this and use this as a general treatment. And typically I use this on the first treatment, and it can be used up to twice a year. So we do actually customize our plans to fit that in there. If a customer's having ant problems, or they just would like to have that extra, feeling of safety and protection. So we use that. A lot of people have been on my business page and have heard me talk negatively about using baits and rat bait. Don't the
little green little gizmos attract?
They attract the rats, yes. I mean, if you're baiting for something, you're attracting something. I mean, it's just like if you're going fishing, what do you use? Fish bait. Well, if you're going hunting, you want to attract that deer. You use corn, you're baiting them. That's why I don't use rat bait, and plus there is a chance of secondhand poisoning if a dog gets a hold of it, a hawk gets a hold of it, a snake gets a hold of it. So we try to steer away from that, and that's why we have these bait boxes here, and we use a snap trap in there, and just so we could demonstrate how good these snap traps are.
Ouch.
Yeah, that'll hurt. And then if you're a little bit more friendly, we have live traps. And we'll live trap things, and squirrels, rats, and we'll take them out to the lake area, wildlife preserve areas, and release them. This way here they can still live and do their thing. We've actually rescued baby skunks, taken baby skunks to rehab. So we do our best. We do our best to make the world a better place.
We got all the little varmints over here.
Oh yeah. And an area like this, Joe, it's a lot of people have expectations, and one of the major problems with companies is they don't explain and go over what your expectations are and put you into a reality of expectations. If you have another company coming out here and you say, everything, I want everything taken care of.
If it crawls, I want it to go away.
Yes. And these companies will say, not a problem, we got this. They'll lock you into a year contract, and a year later you're still having issues. I come out and I explain to you, listen, Joe, you live on a lake, on a pond. The chances of us killing...
We used to live on the lake.
You live on the pond. The chances of us taking care of your rats and your spiders are monthly, bi-monthly. If you want everything dead, that's probably how it'll have to go.
Right.
With rats, we always explain to customers, it's wildlife. We cannot keep wildlife from walking onto your property. You're gonna have to learn to live with wildlife, but we make sure the wildlife doesn't get into your home. If it gets into your home, that's the problem. That is the major problem. So keeping it out is what we look for when it comes to the wildlife aspect.
How long have you been in business?
I have been in business since April of this year. I have been doing pest control for about 4 years now. Okay. Worked for a lot of major companies, went through buyouts with major companies, quit major companies, worked for other major companies, and eventually I got laid off from my last company after peak season, and I thought to myself, why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep bouncing from company to company to company, trying to get licensed, trying to make myself a better technician? Why don't I just take what I have, know what I know, and do it myself?
And stay local. That way,
stay local.
Everybody.
You know, I explain to people, you know, I am licensed through the whole state of Texas. I can go to Houston, I could go anywhere in the state of Texas and do this service. But I also will charge based on that as well. You know, I've had people ask me, you know, for a 3-hour drive to come down and treat their house. I will absolutely do that. It's going to cost.
But if you keep it local, everybody knows you.
Local is my goal, and eventually Texas is my ultimate goal. But, you know, right. Local for now, grow it up, and yeah, education.
So, since you've been on the Colony Town Guide, have you got any results out of it?
I have. So when I first started, let me explain, I had no idea what I was doing. 30 years old and coming out of the get-go, not knowing what to do, had basic business sense, but had no idea how to start my own website. I had a lot of people helping guide me through that. Got my website launched in April, and you have Google Analytics, and my analytics were all over the place. One day I'd had 15 visitors, then I'd go 3 days with no visitors. Since I've been on the Colony Town Guide, I have not gone a day without visitors. I'm usually averaging about 5 to 15 visitors per day, and it's pretty steady.
Cool.
Pretty steady. I love it.
So do you think the community group does you good?
It does. You know, not everyone is on there looking for pest control. I mean, it's not, you know, where's my nearest pest control guy? It's just me posting offers, getting my website out there, making sure my link is attached to my post. And I don't know what people are doing, but they're clicking on it.
There you go. I had somebody, and if they're watching, maybe I can explain a little bit, but I had somebody was wanting to know if I would put it into a list.
Yeah, a file list. And I know what she was talking about.
Yeah, well, I didn't catch on at first, and it's like, well, I don't sell, guys, when you email me and you email me your stuff, it's private to me, and I don't sell email lists, and I don't sell business lists. But I guess they didn't know that I had the directory. So the directory is basically everything will be in categories, and then in each category will be in alphabetical order, unless you're doing the enhanced business page. And this is where Howard's at today. I don't know if y'all remember, he won the contest I gave away an enhanced business page. Okay, and in this enhanced business page was to be able to showcase a business, help somebody out. And what did I tell you about the deal when you get rich and famous?
Yes, sir. When I get rich and famous, just remember you and not necessarily write you paychecks, but keep my enhanced business page going.
There we go.
And it's worth it. It would definitely be worth it to spend that money to have an enhanced business page and keep it going.
Well, the enhanced business pages do not have, I want to basically focus on you guys. Guys, let's hear from Donna a little bit. What do you think? Donna, what have you been seeing now that you're the moderator and helping me out control everything? What are some of the things you're seeing?
It's gotten busy lately, for sure, for sure. For me, it's been fun to go and just learn more about the businesses within our city. I'm real passionate about helping the small businesses and just spread the word. What's out there? What's available? Why go to the next town when there's so much going on in our city now?
There really is. I mean, it's come a long way. How long have you lived here?
Since 91.
91?
Mm-hmm.
And you?
2 years.
2 years.
I don't matter when it comes to this because I have not. Honestly, I have. So since I've been in Texas doing pest control for 4 years,
yeah,
I actually did a lot of work up in this area, so I have watched transformations happen in the last 4 years. And oh boy, yeah, oh boy, just the last 4 years, I can imagine for you.
When we first moved here, my dad said, when are you moving back to Oklahoma? And I said, oh, maybe when the house doubles in value. That house over on Reagan is now tripled in value.
Oh,
it's pretty amazing.
You're still here in Oklahoma?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Gotta love it.
I love it here.
Oh, well, my wife actually bought our house in Wynwood over here in 1986.
Wow.
And we got together in early 91. So I've been living out here in the sticks out here in the middle of nothing since 91. So you were in the city, I'm out here in the boonies, and everybody, I heard so many people say, well, they lived in the colony. They said, well, I'm not going out there. That's too far.
That's right. And
now look at it. It's kind of grew out here. So guys, Donna is basically, she's the moderator. I really want you to, if you need help or something, and then she can get with me, I really want to concentrate on building the directory and getting it up to date. The Colony Town Guide is a subdirectory of my main directory. You're going to find I have what's called DFW Town Guide, which incorporates all of DFW, North Central Texas, okay, and then the subcategories, the sub-cities like the Colony Town Guide will be their own entity with their own social media. DFW does too. And just to name another one, Frisco Town Guide also. What I would like to see from everybody is to keep them separate. If you go into the Colony Town Guide, you definitely are going into DFW Town Guide. So, and we will get into later on what I want to do is give you tips and ways to do things as far as your website, get promoted. For example, I don't know if you saw the post. I posted on there, why do I ask you to put your business URL under the welcome column? Guys, this is a natural or what they call an organic listing. You are a popularity contest when it comes to the search engines. Bottom line, if you're a brand new website and you want to know why you're not at the top of the page, well, it's quite obvious. Nobody knows you. So one of the things my directory does, and you're going to have two of them minimum, that it gives you a backlink. And then when you're doing Facebook and you're doing this, it's also a natural or an organic backlink. So all of these things, now Google's going to look at you and say, well, hey, you got some people pointing at you and I see activity. So you're bound to have a little more respect. So I'm going to raise you up in the rankings. This is how all of this works. So when you look at what I'm doing, guys, on Facebook, me allowing you to advertise and do that kind of stuff, I make zero money off of that. I'm doing that basically for you. And these two guys right here are volunteering to help me produce a product that you can enjoy and appreciate. And I'll be honest, the town guide, the actual directory, there's about 3 ways I make money. One is off Google Ads, but Google Ads, they're not the clickbait stuff you see all throughout Facebook and Twitter and all that stupid stuff, okay? Google Ads are you. You're paying so much a click to have somebody come to your website. That is you advertising, or some business advertising, wanting you to go visit theirs. That's one of the ways I'll make money. The other way is enhanced business listings. The other way I make money is selling banner space. And we were laughing about this the other day. I don't create the banners for you and produce them. I'd have to charge sales tax on that. If you create the banners and send them to me, I can publish them and not charge you sales tax. But the way the state law is, if I create and publish and do the whole package, then there's sales tax. I don't know if you have to pay sales tax if you create banners, but if when you create them and publish them, then there's the sales tax, and I didn't want to get into that. So anyway, guys, it's kind of where we're at. I hope you've enjoyed this video today. I'd like to do more of them. and when you're in my weekly contest, I hope you like the weekly contest. Y'all like the weekly contest?
I
I do.
I do. It's a lot of fun.
So
It's interesting to watch.
yeah, so guys, we're gonna keep the weekly as long as y'all enjoy it, then I'll keep doing it. If y'all don't go in and enter the contest and like your favorite business of the week, I'll drop the program. It's kind of that simple.
It only helps the businesses.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it only helps us as a business owner.
Yeah. So how many people did you get on yours on that?
I want to say it was about 23, 24. It might have even been a little more than that. I honestly don't remember the final count, but it was a lot. Not what I was expecting.
Well, guys, we do want to wrap this up today.
The contest winner.
We need to announce the winner. So the winner, Howard, this is your deal.
It is. So we were offering a quick treatment, which is an exterior-only treatment. We don't come inside. We're going to granulate the whole entire yard, spray the foundation, sweep the eaves, and pretty much take care of the outside of someone's house. And that someone is going to be Wes Bledsoe.
All right, Wes.
He had 7 people comment, and I want to say it's because of his terminology of quick treatment, little quack treatment. That was pretty good, Wes. I give you brownie points for creativity on that. So Wes, we will get in contact with you and get you set up for.
So are you going to contact him, or does he need to contact you, or whoever gets there first?
Wes knows how to get a hold of me, so we
cool.
can. He's dealt with me before, so he can either get a hold of me or we'll wind up reaching out to him in the next 24 hours.
Well, Howard's going to take and